Greetings all, it's Max and we're back and we're doing a Christian movie review, Road to Redemption 2001. This was recommended to me in the comment section, I believe. People did like it. A 5.9 isn't bad. Um, what is this movie about? I'll have to read it off of the Rotten Tomatoes score. A woman in need of a miracle finds one in an unexpected manner in this inspirational comedy drama. Comedy drama? Okay. Amanda, Julie Condra, works as a secretary for Sully, Leo Rossi, a mid level mobster working out of Las Vegas. Amanda, who seems to be perpetually at the end of her rope, and her spineless live in boyfriend, Alan, Jay Underwood, have a habit of living beyond their means, and they find themselves deep in debt, unable to pay their bills. Amanda gets a bright idea of borrowing $250,000 from Sully without telling him and putting it on a sure thing at the racetrack. However, that horse that couldn't lose does just that. It says there's more here, but there isn't. Rotten Tomatoes liked it too, 62%. I mean, that's a fairly decent movie. Um, I am not in that camp of that 60%. This was written and directed by Robert Vernon, who and all of the and you know Pat Hingle is basically Commissioner Gordon from the original Batman, really good actor. Julie Condra did a decent job. Everyone else is pretty forgettable, and nobody else had a career after this movie, including the Robert Vernon. We'll take a look at Robert Vernon. He's only done Adventures in Odyssey, and everything stopped in 2001 when this movie was created. So, Adventures in Odyssey is some sort of cartoon short, so you know what you're going to get with that. What did I think of this movie? It's a 4 out of 10. It's a 4. I wouldn't say it's horrendous, but I don't think I've ever seen a movie with as many plot devices or what do you call it, where things just have to happen because of plot. You know, I have never watched a movie with so many things that are so contrived. Like, we need to have a movie and we need this to happen, we need that to happen. It's contrived completely. So that is my overall thing, and you cannot find this movie anywhere except maybe buy it off of Amazon. It is free. Look up Road to Redemption 2001 on YouTube. That's where I watched it. And trust me, if I had the high quality 1080i whatever version, it wouldn't make a difference. So, we're going to get into spoilers as to why I rate this thing a 4. All right? Nothing in the plot makes any sense at all, and nobody acts like real people. You got a lady who works for a mob boss. She knows she works for a mob boss. She's got money problems, and for some reason, the mob boss leaves when he knows he's getting $250,000, and the horse racing whatever fixes. He knows he's getting dropped off, and he asked her to stay to like wait for the drop off. And of course the package falls apart and there's all this money and there's the horse race stuff. Knowing you work for a mob boss, why would you take that money? Why wouldn't you just write down the horses' names and sell your car or whatever and bet it on the horses? So anyways, of course, they go to the racetrack, and there was 4 horses, and 3 of them came in first, and they know that it's a sure thing. So, of course, they bet all the $250,000 on the last horse, and the guy falls off the horse, and they lose everything. That puts them in a big pickle. And that's the whole story. And this woman's grandfather apparently, is a millionaire or something. And they're like, well, are we going to get this money? And she goes to visit Grandpa, who, of course, is a devout Christian. And the guy says, all right, If you take me fishing, I'll give you the money. So then there's a whole big long thing. He says, well, you can't just take me fishing here. We have to go to where we were when you were a little kid. Ooh. And the movie would have been so much better if they would have left out the whole deal with the gangsters, and it just would have been them going fishing, because you have this big chase that goes on throughout the entire thing with all of these shoved in points that was just because of plot. I mean, just because of plot. All these coincidences that just happen for no reason. It's like, why did that happen? Why did that happen? I don't know. I mean, some people really like the movie. I did not. I'm not one of those people who can overlook really blatant bad plot points, especially when, again, spoilers, especially when at the end, when she's converted. Who is the character here? Julia Condra's character is converted by Pat Hingle to be a Christian, and they're out fishing. All of the things that lead up to that, nothing has a resolution. Like, at the end of the movie, this lady is still going to be killed by the mob bosses. She still owes the money, and she's fishing. But everything is passed off as like everything is just wonderful. I could have missed something. It's been a while since I've seen this. I've been meaning to make a review, and I wanted to go detailed point by point, but I'm just not going to do it. I don't have my camera on because right now I'm rendering another video that I did. So this is the way that I have to do it. Road to Redemption. It's free on YouTube, okay? So anybody who wants to see it, go check it out. I mean, a lot of people liked it. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. The action points that happen where there's things going on are very much contrived and very much, and that just rubs me the wrong way. When things don't make sense in the context of the story, I can forgive some things, but every single scene, nothing makes sense. So that's what I thought of Road to Redemption in 2001. We're out of here.